So today we will be talking about the National Park Service, and I will be mentioning the history and the mission. So starting off with the history, the National Park Service is a federal agency within the U.S. Department of the Interior. It manages and maintains several hundred national parks, monuments, historical sites, and other designated properties of the federal government. It was established in 1916 by an act of the U.S. Congress that was signed into law by U.S. President Woodrow Wilson. The mission preserves unimpaired the national and cultural resources and values of the national park system for the enjoyment, education, and inspiration of this and future generations. Today, the National Park Service manages 84 million acres across all U.S. states and territories and has served as a model for countries around the world.
All right, I've got the important people of the National Park Service. So we have Woodrow Wilson, obviously, who signed the act to create the parks. Stephen Mather is the first park director. John Muir wrote a lot of stuff and inspired a lot of people to go to the National Park Service. Theodore Roosevelt also signed in a couple acts to expand the parks and to get the ball rolling to protect the parks, as well as the 46,000 people who are employed by the National Park Service, to park rangers, anybody associated with the parks. Those people are just as important as the people who started it, and they will be included in this list.
All right, so I have the values and behavior. The NPS wants to preserve and celebrate our national parks across the country. They protect parks by putting in guidelines and rules to prevent damage such as wildfires. If there's a natural disaster, they're on it as soon as possible to build back up the land. According to their mission statement on nps.gov, it says that their job is to preserve unimpaired natural and cultural resources and values so that others across the nation can come and learn and see. And then a fun fact that I have is that there are 421 national park sites in the US.
And I have the issues, and some include climate change, visitor experience, and water issues. And with climate change, national parks can be affected just like the rest of the planet. For instance, glaciers could be melted away, and fire seasons may grow in length and severity, and the landscape could shift. Changes in temperature and the amount of rainfall can push species out of their previous habitats and into places they shouldn't be. And with water issues, some parks are already feeling drier with the increase of human demands on water supply. And for visitor experience, there's been an overpopulation of the amount of people visiting national parks. And with this comes pollution and people littering and damaging the parks. And pollution can come from automobiles, and they all have a negative impact on the environment.
Alrighty, so thank you for listening.